Well, look, here we go. The grand unveiling of our new upgrade. What do we have, wifey? Tell everybody. What do we have?
Well,
It's a what?
It's to help us have better Wi-Fi when we're in the middle of nowhere.
And what is it?
It's this. It looks like a shower screen cleaner, doesn't it? It looks like a squidgy.
A 200 quid squidgy
Yeah.
for cleaning the shower.
I might be going for There we go.
Starlink Mini.
I thought it was going to be smaller than that.
I told you it's about the same size as that tray thing, wasn't it?
There you go. There's your instructions.
There's the instructions, ready for the next couple of days. Bye. Right, this is our setup. We've got a max fan at the front, 320 watt solar panels in the middle there, wired in series, and another max fan at the back here, along with our awning on the side. Now this is the area going to put the Starlink, and then I'm going to stick a gland on the back, wire through in this like bulkhead part of the back where the rear light runs through, and then run it along down the pillar and then into the electrical cupboard, and then I'm going to put a toggle switch in and run that up to the front of the van to so I can shut it on and off at will. With these I'm going to show you how strong these magnetic mounts are, so just bear with me one moment. I'm going to set you up. Right, here we go. Look, anyone there's the magnetic mount on the back. Anyone who is in any doubt at how strong these magnets are, watch. Okay, I'm trying to right, there you are. You've got some idea at how well that's lifted, that's stuck down. Okay, now I'm going to have to use both hands. Okay, so sorry, hope I don't knock camera off. That's how strong that is. Watch again. Try and hold it. There you go. See, that's got it. So that's going to sit there. Stick the gland at the back. Run the wire through the bulkhead, and then down the pillar, and then I'd hardwire it. Okay. That's how there are a number of different ways you can wire this up. You can put it into a cigarette lighter, you can put it into your 240 plug, you can run it into the USB-C or whatever it is, the little jack plug thing. You can run it into one of them, but what I've seen and read so far is you want to maintain the power that's going to it. So yeah, so that's the idea. So to maintain the power, so I've got a connector box that goes with it, and I'll show you that when we wire it in. So you make your own choices. Okay, I'm only going by the homework I've done. I've stuck it here because I want it partly shielded from the wind by the solar panels. Okay, I'm putting it on the higher level here. It just allows any water to run through and keep away. Don't want to stick it in there because they're not going to get, they're just a little bit too wide. They're not going to get a good bite. Alright, so that's my setup, going to be my setup. So what I'm going to do now is drill a little hole, put some rust proofer on it, stick a little grommet in it, the gland will go over the top, and I'll feed the wires through. Alright, see you in a bit, folks. Bye bye. Right, afternoon, folks. This is let me just show you. Right, Afternoon folks, this is what we've got. We've brought the Starlink Mini. Okay, instructions on there. Huge lead that they send you with it. Booklet of instructions. Plug, bracket, pole if you want to put it on a pole. There's the dish or the panel. There is a little light that comes on there, and there's the magnetic mount that we are going to run with. Okay, been up and tried it already, and that does hold very well. Also, I noticed several people when they're hardwiring it were putting in one of these converters to maintain the power to it, and a couple of bands, only need one. And so I'm going to go out in a little while and I'm going to run through how this needs to be done. Now some people, they've used suction cups and they've stuck it up on the ceiling like that on their van, the roof light. Can do that, I suppose, but we can't. So this is going to be magnetic mounted behind the solar panels, so it's protected by the solar panels when we're driving along, and it's got the max fan right next to it, again for a little bit of protection. As long as it has a line of sight, field of sight, then it's going to work, because it picks up a number of the various satellites. So going to stop for a moment, and then I'm going to get ready and we're going to go out, put it in place, drill a hole through the roof of the van and run the cable through. I'm going to run it through on the back next to another gland, and I'm going to hardwire it with a little toggle switch, so if we don't need it on, then I'll just flick the switch and turn it off. This is we've gone for the 50 gigabytes for roaming, and these come with the option of being able, if you're going to park it up for a month or two, pausing the contract on the data and restarting it. Now excuse me, I did notice there was one guy who had been doing it for a little while, and he was contacted with a different policy where he could pay £8 a month and just leave it running. So it was £50 a month for 50 gigabytes data. If you go over 50 gigabytes of data, then you pay £1 per gigabyte of data. Now, ages ago, I didn't think that we would ever need anything like this, because we're not into got any kids with us, and we're not streaming movies or kids are gaming or anything like that. We just needed something that would give us I would say bit of connectivity, and I was going through so much of Wi-Fi boosters and things like that, signal boosters, and in the end I just want something that I felt that was going to work no matter where we were, and so I opted for this. You know, sometimes I want to use my iPad or put my laptop on, and I feel this is going to give me those options, better options, but each their own. It's taken me 2 years to get this far, but hopefully it's all going to be good. Okay, right. I was doing my installation of my Starlink, and I bought this converter, and the reason why you put these converters in is to try and maintain the volts going to your Starlink Mini, because if it drops too low it will cut out if you're running from DC. Anyway, this is one I saw that was on somebody's YouTube page, whatever, and so I clicked on it, took me to the Amazon link. I fitted it. Now I roughly wired it in. I wired it in and just, you know, connected everything because I wanted to run the wires through and make sure, you know, they're, you know, got decent length on them and nothing snarled up or anything like that. Anyway, I had it sitting like so, just on the wheel arch, on a box. You know, it's all timbered in, the wire wheel arch, with all my Victor and other stuff. Anyway, I went to pick this up and I burnt my hand on it. I did not realise how freaking hot that got. So I decided to do away with it. Starlink was still okay, so I decided to opt for another one. This was only 22 quid, something like that, 25 quid. Anyway, decided to get rid of that, and I brought this one from Starmount. Now, apparently they're the kiddies, and so I'm going to wire this in. I like this little rubber grommet. Connects everything. Oh, I don't even see it through there. Connects everything up. So I'm going to put this one in, and I'll let you know how it goes. But I did not have any joy with this. This was not a good option for me. Now, I know others, from when I posted it on the Starlink site, some had equally similar problems, others had no problem. So that is entirely up to you. I'm just telling you what's gone on with my setup. So no joy with that, so it's going back to Amazon, and this is just coming to post today, so I'm going to give this a whiz and I'll let you know. Okay.